berries, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful to you guys. I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful from the previous video. I'm grateful for your likes, I'm grateful for your comments, I'm grateful for your subscriptions. Guys, you blew my mind. Yes, I know a couple of persons that have been in this space for some months, and they don't even have this likes, and here I am. Berries, you guys are amazing, and I don't take it for granted. I don't take your show of love for granted. I don't take your subscriptions for granted. I don't take your shares for granted. I don't take your concerns for granted. Even to as many of you that called to say, Chiso, you're not supposed to stay too long, to drop videos. You guys mean a lot to me. And this brings me to what we're going to talk about today. You remember in my intro video, I said this channel is going to be about unfiltered and authentic stories from my side, from my lens, from my ears. Yes, authentic, not fabricated. Things that has happened to me, around me, and just around me. So some time ago, I was invited to come on holidays to a relative's place in another city. So I went, and at the time I didn't have a job, and while I was at that city, I was job hunting. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any offer before I had to come back. So, but this relative kept on following up and checking on me, and then goes, oh, one of my friends' uncle has an opening in your city. Would you like to try it out? I said, yes, I would like to try it out. And the relative called the friend and says, oh, I have someone for this position. The person called her uncle, that's my supposed employer, and say, oh, I have someone for this position, and they invited me for an interview. I went there, I was asked a couple of questions, and I was given the job. While I appreciate God for giving me the job, I should also be grateful to my relative for thinking about me, for following up and all that sorts, right? I got into the job. So at the time I had graduated, but I hadn't gone for service. And then fast forward to when I needed to go for service, I had this friend, a very sweet school friend. We're still very close, nothing spoiled, She had been job hunting for over 2 years. And I said, oh, if you have not gotten a job by the time I'll be going for service, I'll recommend you for my position, so you'll take over from me. I'm very sure they'll take you if I recommend you. Because of course, I know I don't get bad record. I'm just as Sunberry, you guys. So I invited her one day when I was sure that when I was sure of the day I was going to stop working, and I say, I told my colleagues, meet my friend, she's going to start with you guys very soon. Treat her nicely. She's my very correct person, And I told her that I'm not going to tell you whom to be close to and whom not to be close to. When you come, you take your time to, discern. Phonetics, discern. Cup of it. So guys, yeah, I told her you were going to take your time to, discern whom to be close to and whom to, know how to follow. And she said, okay. And then fast forward to when I had to tell my boss that I was leaving on so date. And he said, do you have someone for to replace you? I said, yes, sir. Can you recommend someone? I said, yes, sir. And he said, you know her very well? I said, yes, we're very good friends. We're schoolmates. And she said, is she a born again? I said, yes, she's a born again. Where is she from? She's from so state and all that. So he said, okay, they were going to tell me to tell her to bring her CV, which they eventually did. At the end of the day, she got the job. Now, to my surprise, one of the days she was talking to me and she said she told somebody that man did not give her that job, that it was God that gave her the job. And it sounded weird to me. You see, while I'm not trying to share in God's glory at all, but while God is doing something, he's doing it through someone. He's doing it through a vessel in human form. And it's very important that while we're eternally grateful to God, we also show appreciation to the persons God has used to do what he has done for you, right? So, and she said that after the interview, I don't know what she said happened, and she went to meet her pastor, and her pastor prayed, and she got the job. I found that really amusing, and I was disappointed. Let's not be hypocrites, right? Let's not be hypocrites. It's offensive. It's really offensive, and that's not a good thing to do. If someone has shown you kindness, if someone has done something for you, it's good that you appreciate them and be grateful to them. As well, be grateful to God for planting you in their hearts, for making them vessels to bless you through. Very important. And then she goes, sometimes that she regrets even working there. She regrets working there. Yes, of course, the place was underpaid. It was quite an underpaid job, but you were there. And she goes, the day she went for that interview, that she had another interview in a school. Mind you, I had already told her the salary, what I was earning at the time there. So she was aware. And she was also aware of what the place she was supposed to go for interview were paying. So it was more like this place was 2 times of the place I used to be. But she chose to go for this other interview because she had an assurance of this one, but she wasn't sure of this other place. At the end of the day, you now said God gave you this job and not acknowledging the person that God used to give you the job. Mind you, I'm not in any way attempting to share in God's glory. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because as humans, we like to be appreciated. And if someone has shown you kindness, if someone has been kind to you in any way, it's only fair that you show them kindness. It's only fair that you show them appreciation. It's only good that you should tell them that I'm grateful that you made yourself available for God to use. Right? Because if I hadn't recommended her, she wouldn't have been there. She probably would have been somewhere else. Yes. And that's why I'm especially grateful to you guys for allowing yourself to be used by God to grow this channel. And I know that it hasn't stopped there. You still have jobs to do, to share, yes. Remember the mission of this the mission for creating this channel is to sensitize minds one heart at a time. If we're able to transform hearts and bring to your notice that this way I do this thing is really not good, and have a rethink, digest it. It will go a long way. As you have received, dispense to the utmost part of the earth. Thank you guys. God bless you. I'm really, 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 really grateful. Thank you. Bye.